spirit remains strong. Fisher also plans to compete in additional Senior Olympics events, including the 1,500-meter power walk and powerlifting. Other locals are participating in the games as well. More local news and sports are just a click away at mainstreetjournal.loc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
It's auction time in Tennessee. On Saturday, June 28th, we'll be selling 3 separate lots in Warren County for the Frankie Gilbert estate. At 10 a.m., we'll be at Woods Hollow selling a .479-acre unrestricted lot. At 11 a.m., we'll be on Cadillac Lane selling 2 unrestricted acres northwest of Sparta Street. At 12 noon, we'll be at 115 Morningside Street selling a .224-acre lot in town. For more info, visit dmsimpson.com or give us a call at 473-LAND.
For Main Street Media weather, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 93 along with calm winds. Thursday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with calm winds, high near 93. This has been your Main Street Media weather.
It's time for Simmons Says, the show that brings Warren County the latest news and stories from around the community. Hosted by Jeff Simmons, this program dives into everything from local events to major headlines. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM and on AM 960 and on the WBMC app and as always on Facebook Live on the radio WBMC 97.7 FM page. If you're on that page right now and want to hit the share button, let everybody know that you're listening to the Simmons Says show and starting your day the right way. Like that?
I do like that.
Right off the top of the head, man. I don't know.
You didn't do your normal.
No, I did not do my normal one. I don't
Hello?
know. Hey, what? Y'all wake up. Hey, it's Thursday. Get up. Hey, also.
Is that what you told yourself?
Yeah, my screen's froze too. While you're at it, why don't you fix that for me?
Hey, while you're in there.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, I'm worried about my headphones because when I was getting started over here, it was like a short. And I was having to like do that thing where you have to just kind of keep jiggling it until it actually works. So I'm worried that at some point here, my headphones are just going to fade in and out, which is not that big of a deal, other than the fact I wouldn't be able to hear you anymore, which might be a better thing.
That would, honestly, you'd be relieved, but then going back and listening to the episode, you're like, ooh.
Like if you're saying stuff about me and I don't have no clue, especially if you were
like you saying something about jiggling something in and out. I'm like,
yeah. Well, then what would happen is if you were talking and I was talking and all of a sudden you started talking,
yeah,
and then that would happen.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'd be just talking over each other the whole time. Mm-hmm. And nobody likes that. If you know, you know. All right, hey, we're going to get ready with the Simmons Says show. Again, we have segments. I want to put this challenge out. We have just a finite amount of ad spaces left, live reads on the Simmons Says show, and we don't have any on Thursday. But on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we're about to start a new month next month in July. Let's be sold out. So, hey, if you're a business that wants to be in partnership with the Simmons Says show, let us know. Reach out. You can even reach out to me, jeff.simmons@mainstreetmedia.llc. Email me, and let's get you a partnership with the Simmons Says program in that A block, because on Mondays, we do our segments every day. Monday we got the Simmons 6. Tuesday we do social media commentary, and we do this the Simmons' 2 cents. Wednesday we do this random gripe, and I think we might start doing what were we talking about yesterday? Maybe a little weird question Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
and that's going to be a Connor segment more than anything. So if you want to sponsor a Connor segment, by all means. And then today, obviously today we have the Silver Scissors presents the Am I Too Old To? And then on Friday we do Father and Son Friday, where we get a little coaching up from my dad. Dad will be here tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to sponsor one of those segments that we don't already have a sponsorship for, let us know, and let's get this sold out for the month of July. This is episode 86 of the Simmons Says show. I mean, we're running right up to episode 100. And I tell you what, I've already heard what's going to happen on episode 100. Connor, you want to tell the folks?
Doing a face reveal.
Yes. Every time that everybody watches this show on Facebook, they're like, why is he Monica Lewinsky? Or why is he Hillary Clinton? Or why is he, today, Bobby Lee?
Bobby's mom.
Bobby's mom. And then, let's see, what are some other ones that you've used? Sam Elliott.
Aaron Hernandez.
OJ a couple of times. Bill Cosby. Yeah, I was going to say. So
Jeff's favorite off the show. Rhymes with Epstein.
Rhymes. And then, so on episode 100, Connor is going to actually do a reveal. So you'll be able to see the producer Connor in studio, or not in studio. Yeah,
that's how desperate we're getting.
Yeah, come on, folks, please, just please watch. I'm getting crushed on the Warren County Sports Authority every Wednesday now about my morning ratings. So
people will finally realize that Sloth from the Goonies has been producing your show.
That would be great. All right, but hey, we did say that we have our segment on Thursday, and we will get to that one right now. That is, Am I Too Old To? Do we have any music for that one, Connor?
What? No refreshing.
Turn my mic off.
I know. And you stared at me while you did it, which was worse. Don't look in my eyes like that while you're opening your can.
Oh man, we do a great program here. I hope everybody enjoys listening to it. I got a Snapchat last night after we got done with the Sports Authority show, and it was a video, and it was just a person, they were videoing their parents, and their parents just had the Sports Authority show pulled up on their TV. I guess they were watching it through like YouTube.
Yeah,
and I was like, man, I don't understand what's going on here. Where have somehow in the last 4 months turned into this? I have no idea how we got here at all. So I don't know. We got phone. Did I hear the phone ring? We might have a caller or something like that. 473-9383 if you want to talk on the Simmons Says show. Or hey, that might have been a sponsor. That might have been say, hey, heard what y'all are saying out there. I want you to know. Am I Too Old To is presented by Silver Scissors, 1012 South Chantry Street. You can talk to Tina Foster. She can take care of you. She does all we talk about it all the time. She cuts my hair. She cuts men's hair. She cuts women's hair. She does beard trims. She can do all. She has you covered, as we like to say in our ad reads on the Simmons Says program and on the Warren County Sports Authority program. You can get in touch with Tina by giving her a call, leaving her a message. She is a busy woman, but she will get back with you on that. And that phone number is for Tina Foster. Right now, I will tell you, is 931-212-6071. Just leave her a message, and she will get back in contact with you. Tina, appreciate you. And I might actually have to start adding a little bit of frequency to my haircuts when it comes to it. Am I too old to play any kind of competitive sports? I know we've asked this before, but I think I got the answer on Monday night. Preparation, hard work, and a goal led you to this point, says Emily Simmons. It's something like that. All right. Am I too old to play competitive sports? I know we've actually talked about this a little bit on the Simmons Says show before, but I think I got an answer Monday night because I went out to Centertown. They have an adult co-ed league, and there was a team, the has-beens, that only had 9 players. If you know anything about softball, you can play with 10, get 4 outfielders, or you can run 5-man infield and 3 outfielders, but we don't have to get into the weeds on that one. I told them, I said, hey, I have my glove in the car, and they were like, well, we got a person coming, they're just not here yet. I was like, well, I can get my glove and fill in until they get here. And then I got politely like, we can wait. And then when the lineup rolled over and they had this person that was hitting, and they had 2 outs and a runner on, I think, second. Had a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And then they all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, I'll just hit for him and he can come in, or so you don't have to take the final out. They're like, it'll be all right. So I think that was their way of saying, yes, I am definitely too old to try to play competitive sports with them because they would rather have played with 9 players instead of 10 and taken an automatic out instead of just letting me grab a bat and walk up there. So, yeah, I think maybe I've officially been retired from all competitive sports after being basically told, we don't need you.
Yeah, you're being challenged to a 5K, a golf tourney, and
which we're going to talk about today on both of those, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, legitimately, I told them, I have my glove in the car. And I'd actually wore, like, I wasn't dressed up to play or anything like that. It's not like I had cleats on or anything, but I was like, I can still catch a softball. Like, I could stand at first base and catch a softball. I promise you, I still could. And I was like, hitting wise, I was like, I probably can walk up there and maybe take a walk. And if I absolutely had to swing, I could put it in play. I'm not going to tell you I can get a hit, but you're taking an automatic out. If I have a 10% chance of getting a hit and you have a runner on second, it's softball. If I get a hit, you're scoring that run.
Yeah.
I was like, you would rather take a 10 – I would think you would take the 10% chance of me getting a hit and scoring the run over the 0% chance you have of scoring a run. We're good.
Yeah. They're probably just worried.
Yeah, for my health, maybe. It was hot.
We don't have an ambulance on site.
They're like, hey, if you just ran to first.
We heard what it sounded like when you got up. There's no way it's going to be good if this man, tries to move quickly.
Also, they were probably sitting there thinking, what if he falls down? None of us can get him up.
Which I always thought it was going to be easier to try to get somebody up. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
280.
Yeah.
I used to, be able to lift that.
Yeah.
When it's someone who's unwilling to get up, no.
Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm dead weight.
Yeah.
I'm 600. You'd be like trying to lift Jabba the Hutt off the ground.
You just literally become a single being. It's like, arms don't work. It's like, what are you, Lieutenant Dan? Come on, man.
Drew Walker says you're still too good for church league softball. I don't know. You're still good for church league softball. I don't know about that. Church league softball, though, tonight, as the weather cooperates, will be playing their championships. I think I'm going to swing over there, cover a little bit, figure out who wins that. I think the Remnant is the favorite in both divisions right now. So, it's always interesting when church league softball, when you're like, hey, it's not like Central Church of Christ, it's the Remnant. I'm like, which? And that very well could be a church in town. I just don't know where it's at on that one. So
look at one of the other 100 locations that we have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. Sorry if you think I'm throwing shade. I'm not at all. I'm just like it's not. It's just
the only thing we have more than churches are liquor stores and meth labs.
Well, yeah, because I just remember when church league softball kind of hit its nadir over there at the fairgrounds, and people really stopped playing. It was because all of a sudden the championship game was against the church boys versus some other team that was obviously not affiliated, like the Christian. It was the church boys versus the Christian Warriors, and it's like, which churches are these?
Yeah.
Well, they kind of I don't know. Like one of the teams in church league, I think this year is Holy Sticks. And I'm like, which church league? So it's one of those things. But I say it in jest. I really appreciate the fact that Rachel and a lot of people have worked hard about trying to get that league back together, and I think it actually is gaining a little bit of momentum. And I think if more and more churches would actually get involved, I think it would really bring that up because that's the biggest problem is if you can't get a full team from a church, you do have to start trying to piece your way together to a team. We're going to take a break, but again, when we come back, we're going to do another little bit of an Am I Too Old? It's not quite an Am I Too Old To? We talked about it last night. I'll figure out how to phrase it.
Think about the hot car?
What? The what? This is the Simmons Says show on 97.7 FM. We'll be back on WBMC.
At At Pioneer Building Supply, we're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials for a small project, we've got you covered. From framing to finishing touches, we have the products and expertise to help you get the job done right. Stop by and see us today at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, McMinnville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is always ready to help you with whatever you need for your next project. For 50 years, Pioneer Building Supply has been the trusted name in construction materials. We've built our reputation on quality, service, and the commitment to your success. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply, where good business makes good friends.
Pioneer Building Supply.
This Friday, it's Main Street Live, Battle of the Bands style. Multiple bands, one stage. Your cheers and votes help crown the champs. Come support local talent and discover tomorrow's stars tonight. It's all going down Friday, June 27th at 7 p.m. on the West Lawn by Security Federal. Food trucks open at 6. Main Street Live, where McMinnville brings the music and the heat.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Discover The Well at Tree City. Sip on expertly crafted cocktails, savor fine wines, or enjoy zero-proof sips. There's something for everyone.
Mondays, 2-for-1 beers. Wednesdays, wind down with 50% off any bottle of wine. And on Thursdays, get $2 off any well-made libation and delicious bar bites.
Experience the elegant atmosphere and let their knowledgeable bartenders mix up your next favorite drink.
The Well at Tree City, where every pour tells a story.
Cheers to great nights.
Visit The Well at Tree City. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
On the KD4 community calendar, on June 28th, Viola Valley Homecoming and Security Federal Savings Bank present the 4th annual Viola Valley Stars and Stripes Festival. They would like to thank their sponsors for helping make this event happen. Security Federal Savings Bank, Morrison Hardware, Garrettson Stone and more, and Crisp Springs Fireworks. Come out for family fun, food and music, and fireworks. 5:30, 9th Sun, 7 o'clock, On the Road Again show, and at 9 o'clock, the big event, fireworks. This is June 28th, the Viola Valley Stars and Stripes Festival. This has been your KD4 Community Calendar. I'm Hamilton Hobbs.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Ellie, welcome back to the Simmons Says show.
Why are you looking at me during that PSA?
I wasn't looking at anybody, man. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
I do disagree. Buzz driving is buzz driving. Drunk driving is something entirely different.
Easy now, easy
and
now.
none of it's illegal as long as you don't get caught.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. We were talking about yesterday about doing a show where we bring in like Nicole Mosley or Jackie Matheny and talk about all the traffic laws that I talk about. Talking about you can get around this. Like you might, if we clip buzz driving is just buzz driving. They're gonna make sure they register your car and license plate when they leave the.
It's the one with Jeff's number on the back of
it. That's actually, I think, true right now.
Yeah,
it scares me.
You'll see my car. It's it'll say for a good time call. Then Jeff's number.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. If you're around here day to day. There has been like a rumor going, or not a rumor going around, but like conversations going around, and like micing people up around here, or just like doing day in the life filming around here. Some of it is hilarious, like not intentionally hilarious, but sometimes it's just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
So one of that part of it was, I mean, yeah. Can you even explain exactly how my number ended up on your car?
Someone wrote some nonsense on my vehicle. Don't know who.
Yeah.
They left a nonsensical number.
Yeah, it didn't even have 10 digits. I mean, it had an area code. I'm like, hey, if it has an area code, it has to have 10 digits. If not, it only have 7. And it had 9.
And I was looking around. I was like, in my contacts, I was like, you know who's a good time guy? Jeff Simmons.
So instead of cleaning it off, it's like, no, you crossed off the original number and put a new number on it. Gracious.
I also did that same strategy for several numbers written in bathroom stalls.
Yeah.
You're everywhere. You'll be famous, Jeff. Not only are you famous on Grindr.
Good gracious. All right. Hey, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors here on the Simmons Says Show, which includes Douglas and Lanier. Douglas and Lanier is your hometown insurance experts. They specialize in commercial coverage for agriculture, contractors, and workers' comp. They protect businesses big and small. Trust a team that knows hard work, smart coverage, straight talk. That is Douglas and Lanier.
Douglas and Lanier.
See, I shot it and it happened. That's like the lights. 474-0044, 811 Faulkner Springs Road.
You would have been horrible in the 1860s.
Yeah, I would not have survived. Yeah, I'm what is in The Godfather? You're like, you're not a wartime consigliere. I'm not a wartime anything. Like I would not survive well any of that. You just so I actually just got what you were saying too. Anyhow, we were talking about it in the break again. Am I Too Old To, which is sponsored by Silver Scissors again. Thanks so much, Tina Foster. And you can give her a call or just head out there at 1012 South Chancery Street. Let her know. Hey,
you want to look like Jeff or better?
Give me the Jeff Simmons look.
You're like, they just spray it with a little bit of. Yep.
Hey, every time that I will say,
no, the beard is cleaned up.
She always, yes. Don Wanamaker just asked, had to listen to after hours to last night's show. Can we please set up Jeff riding the bull? His mother and I will sponsor, and Connor must commentate.
And there goes Jeff, all 2 seconds. Not the only time he's only lasted that long.
Did Dawn clear this with my mom? Because I feel like my mom was not like super excited about the prospect of me trying to ride the bull.
We'll get you on the tiny bull.
I think my mom would be like, I don't want my son to, break his, arm. I mean, she knows that I'm accident prone. So I've just been avoiding accidents for like 35 years.
But now you start working here, and it's 5K,
not to mention
golf, bull riding,
and not
shark jumping,
and not to mention we're in the segment with Douglas and Lanier, and Douglas and Lanier right now, who's my insurance? They're gonna be like, no, don't let him do that.
Hey, what's the life insurance on Jeff? We'll cover the premium.
Yeah, Don, ask mom what kind of life insurance she's got on me. I'm sure she's got some kind of policy that I don't even know about. All right, but no, there was one extra. It's not really an am I too old to, because I don't know exactly how to phrase it. It was basically Monday. What's it? It's Thursday. Okay, Tuesday night we had I went over, opened the gym, had a kid that wanted to shoot. And she goes through all of her shooting routine, which, I mean, she hits like 100 shots from all kinds of ranges. Then all of a sudden goes and shoots 100 free throws. I think she hit like 90 free throws. It was ridiculous. And then shot like 100 mid-range shots. By the time she got to threes, you could tell it was kind of like she was winding down. And it kind of it was almost, it wasn't that her, I think she had been off for about a week and a half, so I think it was like one of those all right, I gotta get back in the swing of things, and I thought she needed a little bit of a challenge. So as we get to the top of the key for shooting threes, and I'm like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. 1st to 15, me and you. I'm a terrible shooter. She's a good shooter, and I was sitting there. I was like, we'll shoot alternating, but if you make it, you keep shooting. So if she hit 15 in a row, it's over, type deal. Well, she goes up like 9-1 or 9-2. It was ridiculous, and I was sitting there like, there's no chance. But I'm over there still talking a little bit of smack, like, don't let me get hot. We'll see. And then all of a sudden, it was like 12-11, and I took the lead, and then I hit 3 in a row to end it. And then I'm sitting there like that. I was like, I'm kind of feeling good about myself. So, man, I started shooting really well. And then I told her, I was like, hey, it's 15-11. You need to at least make 15. Finish it up. And then she immediately hits 4 in a row right after her. And I'm sitting there like, wait a second. And then I realized what happened. She just let me win. Like, she got up 9-1, and I think she felt so bad for me that she's like, all right, let him shoot, and hopefully he'll actually go back and win. And the moment that the game was over, she hit 4 in a row, and she's like, all right, we're done now. So I don't know if that's a am I too old to? I don't know exactly how to phrase it, but I'm like, when did I become the charity case of basketball that even the girls that I coach are like, oh, let's just make him feel good about himself for 5 minutes.
You're the Make-A-Wish coach.
Apparently so. I mean, she legitimately, the moment I was like, hey, you still need to get to 15. She's like, oh, okay. And like, bam, hit 4 in a row and was like, all right, I'm done. It's like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, it really took the steam out of my sails when I was thinking about that. I actually came back and won that. I was like, she let me win. She legitimately just sit there. And of course, it should have been pretty obvious when she went up 9-1. And then all of a sudden, oh, that was a little left for her. Oh, that was a little right. Or, oh, that was short. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Now that I figured it out, I'm like, oh, she was just missing on purpose, and so I could win.
You're just going to make her run laps?
No, I don't know what. I have no idea what my answer to that was. I was just like, honestly, it was kind of refreshing, though, that the moment she just decided she needed to make shots, she hit 4 in a row. I'm like, it's nice to know you can just on command just be like, oh, yeah, I can hit these anytime I want to.
Yeah.
That was nice. But I did. It was definitely I'm legitimately the charity case on this thing that she's just like, all right, big guy. Good luck. Good job. Appreciate you. Now, can you get off the court so the real
so
shooters
can actually get something done?
Yeah. I was like, can the real shooter get back out here and just get my routine done?
She just like gives you a pat on the head. But good job, little guy.
Yeah. And I was sitting there. I was like, wow. She's literally just was like, He's not that good, but we'll let him feel good about himself for 5 minutes.
Like, he'll enjoy that ice cream after this.
All right, we'll be back on the Simmons Says show. Again, we want to make sure we thank our sponsor, Douglas Lanier, 474-0044, 811 Faulkner Springs Road. Trust that team that knows hard work, smart coverage, straight talk. That is Douglas Lanier. We'll be back on WBMC 97.7 FM.
Talk Radio, WBMC News is next.
Ready to turn up the flavor? Mention this ad at the local on Morford and get a free Pepper Jack Fireball appetizer with the purchase of any entree. Woo-hoo! It's melty, spicy, and just the right kind of way to start your meal. We're open 7 days a week, so whenever the craving hits, we're here. The local on Morford, located at 208 East Morford Street in historic downtown McMinnville. In the Main Street Journal News, Elmer Martin Jr., the longtime coach of the McMinnville Rockets semi-pro baseball team, was honored Saturday at Rocket Park, the field named for the team he led for decades. Family, former players, and community members gathered to unveil a plaque in Martin's memory. Martin, who passed away in 2014 at age 67, was remembered for his dedication to young athletes and his pivotal role in keeping the Rockets active. Steve Thomas, Martin's nephew, organized Saturday's tribute and shared personal memories. Notable attendees included Lester Strode, a 2016 World Series champion, as well as former Rockets player, who credited Martin with inspiring his career. Martin's wife Valeria and local historian Jimmy Haley also spoke during the ceremony, which celebrated Martin's legacy as both a coach and a community figure. Future improvements to Rocket Park are planned, including a mural featuring former players. The tribute concluded with a dinner at Bernard School. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
This is Chris of Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, where we believe buying a car should be simple. No hassle, no pressure, just honest deals and friendly service. From test drive to drive home, we make the process easy because our customers come first. Need service? We've got you covered with our complimentary pickup and delivery. Reddick Brown Ford, where the customer comes first and business is done the easy way. Simple, honest, and for you. Visit us in Morrison or online at reddickbrownford.com.
For Main Street Media weather, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 93 along with calm winds. Thursday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with calm winds, high near 93. This has been your Main Street Media weather.
All right, we're back on the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Again, we're also on the WBMC app. Hit the download button and download that on your phone on the App Store, I think. I assume.
That did not sound like a confident answer.
App
Store? Phone?
Yeah. App
Question
Store,
mark?
Phone. Yeah, a little bit of all that. Yeah, or you can just catch it on Facebook Live or go on YouTube. YouTube, Main Street Media Minville. Catch all of our live program, including the Simmons Says show. Oh, man, see, that's what I'm saying. I just shorted out my mic. I can hear it now. I can hear myself now. It's weird that that I somehow have to be able to hear myself. Like, you would think you're just talking. You know what you're going to say. You don't have to be able to hear it. Apparently, it's important in this business.
By the way, based on that previous statement and what you said about the losing to one of your high school girls because they let you, winning because they let you in.
Yeah.
Change the pictures up.
Oh, did you? You
earned it.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, I want to make sure everybody knows that the Simmons Says show is brought to you in part by Reddick Brown Ford.
Vroom, vroom.
Make the short drive. Thank you about that. Make the short drive on 55 to Morse. I've gotten to the point where I always pause right after I say it, no matter what.
I like how Solins and Travis sometimes just look at you and be like,
yeah, like, hey, man. It's like, this is y'all's one job is to just say vroom, vroom.
Like, they literally did it for like 2 months, and now it's like.
I was like, well, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's like. Dog, that bit's retired.
I'll tell you what, we'll just go clip the audio. So if they don't do it, you can just immediately hit the button, and they're gonna be like, that wasn't me. I'm like, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Hey, make that short drive on 55 to Morrison, or visit Reddick Brown, which has the largest selection and best prices on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. And again, we were told that employee pricing, I think July 7th was what we were told yesterday. So hey, if you wanted that employee match pricing,
buy 6 get 5 free.
That is not part of the deal.
Tell them Jeff sent you.
Also, not part of the deal. All right. So again, Reddick Brown Ford, 5917 Manchester Highway. If you want to visit them online, you can at reddickbrownford.com. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we've really got to the point here on the Simmons Says program where I appreciate the fact that our commentators really look after me. They really do. I mean, other than Dawn Lawnmaker, who's trying to put me up on a bull right now, but Drew Walker says that it sounded like a possible workers' comp claim if I was out on the bull and got hurt. So he's got a point there.
Okay, and you get to do your favorite thing, which is not come to work and get DoorDash.
I'm here every single day, man.
I know, but it's.
I love that. It's like, he loves not coming to work. I'm like, I'm here every single day, even when I feel terrible. I'm here every single day. Other than the time that I literally took vacation, which is I think allowed. I don't know.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Not, unless you're Raven.
Ooh, what are you trying to do, man? You stirring it up. I think she gonna be back here in 20 minutes.
I know. I heard her hilarious.
I hope she brings that up. I did not say that, Raven. Our guy.
Why would you say that about her?
No, see, I knew that was going to say. One thing, I mean, talking about the workers' comp though, Drew Walker was talking about it, and we've brought this up. Let's just give you a little bit of heads up, a little bit of update, because this is things that we've talked about on the Simmons Says show, and then all of a sudden I tried to stop talking about it. Bless you, man. You sneezed a little bit in there. The 5K is
Yes.
next Friday, July 4th, Stars and Stripes 5K. I actually wrote a preview story about the 5K, and then it got blown up in the comments almost immediately because I was talking about how Riley Harris, who is a guy who's come from Washington the last 3 years and won it, like, hey, can he make it 4 in a row? He will not make it 4 in a row. Right when we posted on the comment, there was somebody who said he's not coming this year. So we'll have a new winner. We're going to have a new Stars and Stripes 5K champion. Could it be Jeff Simmons?
Yeah, I was about to say, the new king is sitting in that room. Because by the time that you pass out and they load you on the ambulance, you'll be past the finish line.
That's good. Hey, if I just go down right at the start and then they stop and everybody's like, oh, is that okay? And I just get in the ambulance, I'm like, drive me through the course. Go all the way through the course and then put me back through the front.
End, like the finish line with your Namaste IV. Like
my therapy drip. Yeah.
Look, I feel a lot better now, guys.
Yeah, I'm doing great. What's wrong with y'all? So yeah, I'm telling you, that'll be Friday, next Friday, downtown Court Square, 7:30 a.m. will be the start time. 6:30 is registration time, and I'm going to be there. I'll be there. I don't know what time. I'm not guaranteeing any times. The goal is 45 minutes, but other than that, yeah, I don't know. But we will have a new champion of the Stars and Stripes 5K, the 44th annual Stars and Stripes 5K downtown this year, because as we said, the 3-time defending champion won't be in the race, so it's anybody's race now. I'm curious to see who's going to come back in and take that. Ray Bishop won it 4 straight years before Riley Harris took it over. So maybe Ray makes a run at it. I think he finished 3rd last year, so I'm sure he'll probably be there. We have like most years, there's usually about 3 or 4 past champions that are in it. So we'll see. Or who knows? Maybe some other person from the West or the Northeast. I don't know. We'll see.
Do they do drug testing for this? Just go get jacked right beforehand.
Even
and a training regimen.
What do you think? This race happens in 8 days. Just so you know. What do you think you can do in 8 days? Do you think you can run this race in 19 minutes? Because that's what it's taken for people to win. You'd have to cheat, man.
There's a trailer park out here somewhere.
I don't think there's anything you could take to make you run a 5K in 19 minutes. I know there's nothing I could take to make me run a 5K in 19 minutes. I'd be interested to see who can win. You know who'd be like a wild card? He was on our show at one point. What about the Ralph kid?
Oh yeah,
I think Mickey does a lot better in like the full marathons, but Bryant was starting to pick up some speed there. I wonder if he would do it, and if he could, maybe he could win it. That would be interesting.
So your pace is going to be entirely different from running.
Yeah, I mean,
a 5K to a marathon.
Yeah, Mickey's running the marathons, running the half marathons, but maybe like that 5K. That maybe Bryant could put up a number on that. I mean, surely there's some kids. Hey, here's the one that I would be interested in. What if the freshman Emma Woodley, the one that ended up going to state in cross country and in track this year, what if she shows up? Ann Hunter Myers has won 7 of the last 11 Stars and Stripes 5K in the female division. What if Emma Woodley shows up and says, I'm going to start winning these when I'm 16. She might win like 20 in a row if she wanted to, because her versus Ann would be an interesting race, a very interesting race, because I think their numbers are pretty similar when it comes to it. Because I think Ann runs it. In fact, I have this. I think I have the actual numbers on here, because I think Emma's right around 22 minutes, and Ann won it last year at 22:36. Now, Ann has run it at 20:48 before. So, yeah, I mean, there's no shoe-in that Emma would win it, even if she joined it. But that would be – at this point now, I think for the next 8 days, all I'm going to do is try to drum up some kind of big-time competition about who's going to end up winning.
So
everybody will focus on that and not focus on the fact that, like, if I come in at like 57 minutes, they'll be like, yeah, we were done. We left 30 minutes
Like you get
ago.
there and you're just like, water, please. It's like there's no one there.
They're like, what? We already gave out the trophies.
Yeah.
Were you still on the course?
Did someone not come and get you?
We brought all the volunteers back in. Where were you at?
They just end up having to give you a life alert. You say that somebody did it in 18 minutes?
Let me see. Last year's winner, Riley Harris, won it in 17:56.
Okay. So, did you do how fast he was running his mile?
That would have been, just off the top of my head, that's about 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5:38.
That's quick.
Yeah.
A
He was
5-minute
a
mile.
college track and field athlete. Like he's not. This wasn't like, hey, he's just an avid runner type deal. Like this guy went to college, had a scholarship to run. The thing about it is Ray Bishop won. I mean, the last 6 winners on the guys' side have run this in under 18 minutes. The last time in fact, everybody who has won this since 2006 has run it in under 20 minutes. There's not been a winner for, if you run it over 20 minutes, you're not. If you're a guy and you run it in 20 minutes, you're not going to win. Just unless the times just don't hold up. There's not been any
for winning this. Like the winning prize should be therapy. Why do you hate yourself?
Well, they'll be July 4th. That's a Friday. I mean, I'm assuming we probably just aren't going to have a show that day because it's July 4th. But we could. But
okay.
By the time they're done, they'll have an hour to cool off, and we could come bring them in the studio at 9 a.m. and just do a live Simmons Says. I might actually be done by then.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. If we don't have shows that day,
yeah,
I do want to do an immediate after the run.
Yeah.
For you. Report.
Oh, you want? Yeah.
As soon as you cross the finish line, I'm coming up to you with a little microphone.
No, don't even do that. Get access to the Facebook Live on the Simmons Says. I'll give you access to Facebook Live on the Simmons Says, and you could just be on Facebook Live, like tracking me. Like, oh, folks, I think I see him. Here he comes. He looks miserable. We're gonna talk to him right when he crosses the line.
I am going to have Richard Attenborough be there narrating.
Drew Walker in the comments said, Jeff, it's July 10th. Where have you been? It's a good thing that is a Friday, and I do that, and then all of a sudden I have the rest of the weekend. So it's not like the next day I have a show.
To run it. I was like, Jeff, that's like a step a day, buddy.
All right, we're going to take our last break. Again, I want to thank Reddit Brown Ford. If you want to head out on Highway 55 to Reddit Brown Ford for the best prices and the largest selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, 5917 Manchester Highway. We'll be back on the Simmons Says program.
Doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I know you'll get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. My little baby sister can do it with ease. It's easy.
Tennessee summers are the best, grilling, chilling, and streaming. Nobody offers synchronous multi-gig fiber internet speed and the ability to expand your Wi-Fi coverage area like Ben Lomond Connect. Plus, BLC is offering our customers a chance to win a free $300 value Weber grill or one of 9 free internet monthly bill credits. All you have to do is send a picture of your family grilling, chilling, and streaming to marketing at benlomond.org along with your name, address, and phone number by August 31st. Not a customer? Don't delay and call your local BLC office today. Some exclusions may
It's time to upgrade that new kitchen with Redmond's high-quality cabinets and countertops. Choose from a variety of styles and finishes to create the perfect look for your space. Their team of experts at Redmond's will work with you to design a functional and beautiful kitchen that meets your needs. Right next to Redmond's Carpet at 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900. That's Redmond's Kitchen Cabinets and Countertops.
Considering that new Ford vehicle? Now is the time. Don't delay. And at Rogers Valley Ford, save now with the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event before the tariffs hit. Swing by and take a test drive this week. Ed Rogers has a full lineup of inventory. What's your favorite? Mustangs? A Ford Bronco? At Rogers Valley Ford can put you inside your new Ford F-150, Ford Mavericks in stock and ready for your garage. Now is the best time to buy with Ford Employee Pricing. Plus, buy now before before the tariffs begin. Every vehicle is tariff-free with Ford Motor Company employee pricing. You don't want to wait any longer. See the Ford of your choice this week and take a test drive. 111 Auto Lane, Sparta, just off Highway 111. Or see the current in-stock inventory at RogersValleyFord.com. Save now on the new car, truck, or SUV you need before the tariffs. From Ed Rogers Valley Ford, 30 years serving the Upper Cumberland with that friendly hometown feel.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
Talk Radio WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM. WBMCRadio.com.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. All right, hey, we're back on the Simmons Says show here on WBMC. Michael McDonald's not taking over the show at all. I am Jeff Simmons, your host, and I'm here with producer Connor on 97.7 FM, AM 960, the WBMC app, Facebook Live, and on YouTube at Main Street Media McMinnville. You can catch us everywhere. And if you want to go back and watch the Simmons Says show, please do. All of them. In fact, if you haven't watched the last couple, go back and watch those too. You can catch those on Facebook Live. They're on for 30 days. On Facebook Live, but they're on YouTube all the time. You can go back and watch the very first Simmons Says. I think there might be a couple that did not make it up there, but otherwise, I think almost every single one of the 86 episodes of the Simmons Says show are all on that Facebook or on that YouTube page. For now, anyways. So they scrub it and they're like, "Oh, let's get rid of this dude."
You're like, yeah, this guy needs to go. He's a national security threat.
My mom just texted me during the break, and she said, "So when is this bull riding thing that I'm helping sponsor?" I was like, "Never." What? It's like, stop playing into this.
Listen, it'll be a little bull, not what you call little bull, okay?
But yeah, come on now. My dad also asked this, and if anybody else wants to help, so to tell you who's listening to the show, my mom and my dad are both out there listening. I appreciate them. Hey, fam, appreciate y'all. He asked if we have the course for the 5K, like what the path is for the 5K of the Stars and Stripes 5K. If you're out there and you have that path, let me know, because in fact, I'd actually probably just like to publish that as well. So if you know what the track is, where we're going on that 5K, let us know. I think Dad's probably going to try to walk the path.
Yeah,
go and see it. You know,
do a little survey.
Yeah, he go out there, he test the corners,
strategically play some marbles.
Probably
for all the people behind him.
Yeah, I mean, I know that. I mean, if just from doing it or from taking pictures at it a lot, I know. I mean, you start right in front of the courthouse. You go right up you go up there and take that. You take the left turn like you're going on Sparta Street, but then you double right back on what is that, Morford Street? Yeah, and then you go up Morford all the way to Hardee's, and then I don't know where they go from Hardee's. I don't know if it's left and around to the bridge and into the Westwood, or it used to be up towards like DC Tire, I think, but I think they've stopped doing that. So I think it is you go left into like Westwood and then like loop around somewhere in Westwood and come back.
It's almost like a NASCAR circuit.
Yeah, a little
bit.
Left,
right.
Yeah. Hey, Angela Chesborough also says she's listening. Hey, I know. Hey, fam, appreciate you. You're a Simmons Says fam now. So, I mean, Drew Walker, Simmons Says fam. I mean, y'all are all my fam. The Simmons Says Army out there. We'll figure out a better name for that. I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't need an army.
That sounds like the People's Liberation Army from the 70s.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We might get in trouble on that one.
By the way,
yeah,
you see that
Oh, yes, he's back.
Guys, don't let Jeff fly to you.
Tom Wanamaker said he has no idea that bull picture is behind him. I did not. I don't know. Like, I tell people all the time, my computer screen is a good 15 to 20 seconds behind what's going on on the screen that y'all are seeing live. I have no clue. I'll have no clue. So when Connor puts up pictures of me, if he puts up pictures over, if he changed this entire screen, I'd have no clue for at least 20 seconds. And then by that time, it's, there are still times that I turn into, the fat guy that gets killed in Scream, where they're on that tape delay, and he's over there trying to help. Hey kid, you gotta get away, get out of there. And then all of a sudden he tries to run out of the van and just he's done. And I'm sitting there like, that's me. I'm on a tape delay right now. And by the time I'm trying to fix something over here, it's already gone. Or like when people come into the booth over there, like Justin Reed was in there yesterday. And I was like, hey, everybody say hi to Justin Reed. And I look up and he's not even in the booth anymore.
He's well gone.
Yeah. Anthony just walked by live, and I don't think he's actually come across the screen at all yet. And yeah, there he goes right there. So that tells you where the delay is on there. So it is what it is. Hey, the perils of live radio versus Facebook Live, which is the timing's a little bit different. It just is what it is.
One's good for streaming getting pulled over.
Yeah.
And the other one's good for I don't know what live radio is good for. This show, I guess.
You know what live radio is good for? To let you know about the cafe at Tree City.
Oh, yeah.
809 Sparta Street, where they are open from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, and they have the chai. They've added in the chai lattes. Elena, who I think is actually starting pageant stuff today. She left for Clarksville last night, and I think she's going to be like doing day in my life type, TikToks and stuff like that. Which she's more than capable. We'll be able to follow up.
When you're in that type of pageant, you need to find a talent. TikToks are a good one.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of keep us up with what's going on. But we're gonna hold her to it. By the time she comes back next week, she's gonna have to tell me how that London Fog latte was at the cafe at Tree City. Again, 809 Sparta Street. They also have espressos. They have frappuccinos. They have you covered. As we've said on the show with a couple of guests this week, they have those things that you don't really know what they are. I think it was Jay and I were talking about it. We had the macchiatos, and we were like, that thing. It sounds really good. I don't know how to pronounce it, but no, the cafe at Tree City's got you covered for all your coffee drinking needs in the morning or in the afternoon, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, 7 days a week. Let them know. And also, you can download the Local by Toast app. Download it, search Cafe at Tree City, and you can schedule those quick pickups or curbside delivery. That's what live radio is here for, Connor.
That is what it's here for.
God, sell me short. Come on now. All right.
No one can sell you short. You're too tall.
Fair. Last
Just
thing.
a discount.
The last thing we had here, we were going to talk about the golf tournament. We talked about it a little bit on the Spring 4 that we're going to be doing.
Wow, way to clip the mic.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I heard it in my ear, too. I was like, oh, that's bad. People are going to be like, why did he just do that? Because you have to yell 4. You can't just be like, hey, 4. 4!
That's what I do.
But anyways, we were sitting there and talked about it, and I think we have officially got a date. I think it's July 26th, if I recall correctly, which is, in fact, a month from today. We're going to be playing at 3 p.m. It sounds like we're going to be playing at the Country Club. Got the clearance on that, and it's going to be myself, Trevor Evans, and Chris Sullins versus Ryan Williams and Brett Simmons. Team Mudbones versus Team Warren County Sports Authority. We are going to be trying to raise money for, I think Sullins said last night, little Meals on Wheels, little kids of the community on that. So if you want to get involved in that, let us know. And we are going to be accepting whole sponsors. We'll be able to accept some. I think we're going to try to do a raffle. So if you want to donate something for the raffle and us to do a giveaway, spectators, if you want to come watch, I think that you could make a donation and get a cart. Now, I know that there's people out there that already have their own carts, but if you want to help out in any way, just know that it's going to go to Meals on Wheels and kids of the community and help them out. So, folks, that's kind of what we got going on. Again, apparently they're the issue. Did they talk about it at all on Town Talk about we actually challenged them to bull riding, or did they completely ignored it?
They ignored that completely.
They're like, let's not even breathe any life into that at all.
It's okay because the other challenge is going to be more humiliating.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, you I always think about, hey, I don't want to ask somebody to do anything I wouldn't do myself, so the bull riding is a little bit tough. The Cafe at Tree City, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, 809 Sparta Street. Thanks, everybody, for listening to the Simmons Says Show. We'll be back tomorrow. Father and Son Friday, we'll have the Padre here, Don Simmons, ready to talk a little bit about what I've screwed up this week, which I'm sure is plentiful. Thank y'all so much for listening to 97.7 FM WBMC.